Look at them. Don't say nothing. Just look at them. Welcome back to the MrShowTym podcast. In this video, I am hereby endorsing Donald Trump for the November midterm elections. Shout out to my American audiences. Hello. I'm from South Africa, by the way. Listen, there's been huge talks about DeSantis, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and about him becoming a very strong nominee for the presidential elections, right? In the Republican nominee elections thingy versus Donald Trump. Now, what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a lot of articles and lots of talk and lots of videos on the internet. People who are seemingly rooting for DeSantis, and rightfully so. And also, there's still as much people rooting for Donald Trump, and rightfully so. Ladies and gentlemen, understand something. Take nothing away from Ron DeSantis. He's a new and up-and-coming Republican powerhouse. But so far, Ron DeSantis, to me, has proven to be Mr. C-19. The bravest governor who stood up to the C-19 regulations. That's his best claim to fame, in my personal opinion. That's his only claim to fame. And I understand why people are, riding his wang, right? Rightfully so. He's an up-and-coming powerhouse. But still, let's not forget something, ladies and gentlemen. Vengeance must be reaped for what happened to the greatest Republican president of all time. For what happened to Donald Trump on November 3rd, 2020. Remember? Vengeance must be reaped. Donald Trump was done wrong. And we all know what happened. I've done previous videos explaining just that. Are you listening, Piers Morgan? You closet backstabber. I get pissed off. I get triggered when people go after Trump. I get personally triggered. I get really, really PO'd. For people going at such a legend as Donald Trump. Listen, vengeance must be reaped for Donald Trump. He was done wrong, and he must be put back in office. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow American audiences, do the right thing. Do the most sensible and logical thing. Donald J Trump is the strongest, the greatest American, not just Republican, American president we've ever seen in our entire lives. He's an obvious pick. Do you realize if it wasn't for Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton would have probably taken it in 2016? And Donald Trump stepped into the mix and he threw a huge spanner in their works. Do you realize that whatever shenanigans that are happening now, technically it's kind of overdue. These are all things that should have happened soon after Hillary Clinton would have won in 2016. Trump is their greatest enemy, and they fear him. And we've all seen why. Trump is a force to be reckoned with. A major force. Trump is the dog, is the overdog. Trump is the alpha dog, right? And he knows exactly how to handle every single obstacle thrown at him. Trump has done a major service, not just for the American citizens, but for diplomatic, westernized societies such as South Africa too. I don't think you understand. But you're too caught up in the Ron DeSantis bandwagon. Again, I understand, I get it. DeSantis has done a great job in handling the wokest mob. Again, no disrespect to him, but so far his only claim to fame is him standing up to the C-19 regulations. That's it, basically. And the whole Skittles indoctrination of young kids. You know what I'm talking about. Codename Skittles, right? You know what I mean by Skittles. I'm not gonna say the alphabet description because of, you know, we have to use code names. So I use Skittles, right? Come midterm elections, Trump is gonna obliterate. He's gonna destroy Ron DeSantis. I already know it. I know Trump. I know how he moves. I know his wit. I know his charisma. Trump has more than enough what it takes to win the Republican nominees again. Just like how he did in 2000 the previous midterm elections before 2016. And he obliterated Hillary Clinton in the presidential debates. And of course, he obliterated Biden Trump didn't even need to bring his A game versus Biden. Because Biden just he spilled the beans. In front of the whole world, he spilled the beans. So much so that he had to cheat. Biden had to cheat. Because he's incoherent, he's suffering from dementia. Biden is suffering from stage 2 dementia. If you go back and listen to the Trump versus Biden presidential nominations debate, Biden was just spilling his beans all over the platform, saying things not supposed to, and the American public caught on to it, was like, okay, this guy's bad news. So much so that Biden had no choice but to pull off the greatest heist of the century. And that's how Trump got out of office. Are you listening again, Piers Morgan? Are you listening? You cannot, Piers Morgan, you conniving backstabber. Anyway, this video is, I've already clashed with you in my previous MrShowTym clashes with Piers Morgan video. So I've already obliterated you, so I'm not gonna go in depth about you, right? With your, untrustworthy Piers Morgan uncensored TV show. You sell out. You're a sellout, Piers. A quintessential cunt sellout. Go ahead, Piers. Storm off sets again. Storm off your own set. But anyway, back to the alphas of the game, right? Trump and DeSantis. People have, it makes all the sense in the world for people to root for Ron DeSantis, but it even makes more sense to root for Donald Trump and vote the man back in office again. Let's put Trump back in office, people. And let Trump save us from, Sleepy Joe and his buddies from the communist country, you know, the superpower powerhouse country over there in Asia. You know which country I'm talking about, with the red flag, huh? The country, the red flag, the same country that is ready to fire undetectable giant missiles up our shintrangs. It's a very obvious decision, people. You've made wrong decisions before. Make a very simple, cut and dry, obvious political voting decision this time around. Show up at the elections, vote Donald J Trump for your Republican nominee and for the 47th President of the United States. This has been MrShowTym. I hereby endorse Donald J Trump for the Republican nominee midterm elections. Thanks for watching.